Hello to all my amazing Virgos. This is Queen Amun-Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. Virgos, today is the last day in your season. The last two gifts went out today. So congratulations to all the winners that won gifts and prizes during Virgo season. That was a lot of fun. Yes, it was a lot of fun. Just showing you guys how much I really appreciate you. So let's get into this reading. And random giveaways are given out on various channels. So don't forget to pull your birth chart. Check out the videos, because when I do random giveaways, it may not be that season. I'll just toss it on one of the videos just to see who's paying attention. So yes, love to have fun with all of this. Let's go. Most High God of the universe, please give me a special reading for my amazing Virgos as it relates to every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions and spirituality, and where they need to take action. By the way, if your birthday is today, happy birthday. Yes, I am talking to my intelligent, analytical, honest, reliable perfectionists who are also very loyal, kind, hardworking, and practical virgins. I am talking to you, gods and goddesses. Yes, some cards already flying out. Let's see what cards these are. Nice. Okay. All right now. All right, look, here we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is legacy wealth. Yes. We also have the 3 of Swords. We also have the 3 of Cups. And make sure you can see it. Also have the Judgment card, which is attached to Pluto, which is retrograde right now. I also have the 4 of Swords. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. Yes, let's do it. Listen, Virgos, we have 5 planets that are retrograde right now, including Pluto, which is really trying to get you all to focus. I know a lot of wonderful things have been happening for Virgos, because I'm getting a lot of text messages from Virgos during Virgo seasons, sharing with me your testimonies, right? Which is great, right? But there may be a few people who are still a little distracted by things, maybe still a little distracted by heartbreak. Heartbreak could come from, family members, somebody that you really trusted and believed in a long time ago, and something could have arisen in them, in their spirit. Something could have been exposed and was really heartbreaking for you. But as a Virgo, you all being very analytical, I don't want you to overthink this. I know that's kind of difficult for some Virgos to not overthink, but don't overthink it, right? Actually, what happened is that all of them was exposed, right? So especially when you were a kid, you're looking at them like, this is my aunt, this is my uncle, this is my cousin, and you only want to see one side of them. But now that everything is exposed as an adult and you're distracted, it's blocking your money. So come on, Virgos, come on. So yes, if this applies, if this resonates with you, hey, just accept that there's 2 sides to everybody. You have the good side, which hopefully people surrender to, and then there's the bad side, and that's everybody. That is everybody. Think of it this way, especially if you have kids or people that you really love. And I'm going to use children for an example. You could be the nicest person in the world, but let somebody attack your kids. Everybody's going to see a totally different side of you. They just are. Whether you break down and cry, whether you get mad and start punching the air, or whether you go get a gun or a knife or take some other route to harm the person who has harmed your kids. Or if a dog starts chasing your kids, or a dog starts chasing you, or, harms one of your loved ones. Yeah, everybody has that side of them that they could tap into. So again, give yourself some grace. Like really, give yourself some grace. Be gentle with yourself. Just say, hey, you know what? Maybe as a child, I just didn't want to see certain things in people. Maybe I wanted to believe that this person was perfect, like they walked on water, right? But recognize they had another side to them. And money can bring out sometimes the worst in people. Money. If there's money involved, you may see that person look like, an exorcist needs to be performed on them. But nevertheless, don't stress it. They were exposed. Just keep it moving forward, right? Because you're going to move on towards your legacy wealth, right? This is what you're building, your legacy wealth. Matter of fact, the overarching theme for this full moon energy, because the moon is at like 95% illuminated, right? So we're still kind of full moon energy. And full moon energy is where it illuminates our path, showing us the things that we've accomplished. Like some of you all don't give yourselves enough credit, Virgos, where you know you've grown a lot, you've come a long way. And that's what I really want you to focus on. Focus on how far you've come in your journey. Not, oh, this needs to be done, that needs to be done. Okay, that's what we have cycles for, right? Next moon phase, okay, when we get to the new moon, you say, okay, let me sit down and let me write out my intentions. Let me see what I'm planning on doing this next phase so I can get better and better and better and better and better. And this is what this is. As you continue to ascend and you declutter, people are going to fall out of range, right? This loved one who broke your heart, it could have been an ex, it could have been a family member. But what I'm really getting strongly is that it's a family member, right? That broke your heart. Just it's like the finding out what you always thought has just been shattered. What you thought about this person has been shattered. And just the total disbelief is causing sadness, but it's also blocking your money, Virgo. Come on now. The universe is trying to send a lot of money your way. Don't let the disappointment in what you found out about a family member or a loved one hurt you to the point where you actually hurt yourselves. Yeah, ultimately hurt yourselves, right? Focus on where it's even disrupting your sleep. When you heal, let me bring this closer so you can see, right? See, from a distance, this looks like a heart is broken into 3 places. You cried out. You couldn't believe it. I can't believe this person is who they are. All this time I had all this faith in them. Okay. Moving beyond it, see the stitching where the heart is mending? That's you mending your own broken heart. You cried out. Your ancestor says, okay, here we come. We're gonna fix this, because you need to see. Like you need to see people in all of the phases, all of the moon phases. We have 8 major moon phases. You need to see people in all moon phases. So let's say you always thought this person was this kind-hearted, sweet, whatever, and then they showed another side of themselves. Just accept that's just part of who they are. The end, right? Either you decide, hey, I'm going to move on from this, or I'm going to be shocked and I'm not going to ascend higher at all. And I'm just going to keep repeating cycles, right? Some of y'all need to just go on and get some good sleep. Just go on and get some good sleep. That's who that person has always been. Just be grateful. I mean, really, be in a posture of gratitude that it was exposed. I mean, really. I know I make it sound like it's easy, but when it comes to emotions, sometimes it's hard to move past those emotions. But this is what I'm trying to help everybody understand, like sacrifice. The word sacrifice means to suffer loss. Like this would be the loss of this idea that you had of a family member who it just never even occurred to you that they could break your heart. Just finding out stuff about them could break your heart, right? Sacrifice also means to give up, to renounce, to injure, to destroy, especially for an ideal, belief, or end. So the question to you, Virgos, just like everybody else during this full moon energy readings, are you willing to sacrifice your lower self for your highest self? The answer should be a resounding yes, right? The idea that somebody would never break your heart, that's being naive. Because people get their hearts broken every single day, whether it's broken intentionally or unintentionally, right? Unintentionally. Sometimes it's unintentional. Do you think, in some cases, because I'm really getting that the money that this situation is happening because somebody is focusing on money, right? And you're really just shocked that they are behaving the way that they behave. But don't be shocked. Money changes a whole lot of people, but money is just energy. It really is. It's just energy. That's why some people have it today and it's gone tomorrow. That's why some people have been broke for years. They change their mindset and boom, they're rich. Yeah, it's a mindset. Here we also have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, Ace of Wands. So when you start focusing on mending your own broken heart and coming out of that state of disbelief and ascending higher, that's when those vault doors were open. That's when the vault doors were open. But let me tell you what will slow it up, though. If you're waiting on some money and you're constantly sitting there watching the clock and complaining, I thought it was supposed to happen by now. I thought it was going to happen by now. I thought it was going to happen by now. That's telling God, the God in you, that you don't believe it's going to happen for you. Like you're telling God to prove to you that God is God. And God doesn't have to prove to you that God is God. So many things, that the fact that you're inhaling and exhaling, that's enough, right? So here we have the Magician card, which is yours and Gemini's ruling planet, by the way. Clear messages are coming through. As you ascend higher, clear messages start to really, really come to you sooner, right? You could watch a tarot card reading video, whether it's mine or somebody else's video. You could get some information sooner, that you've been waiting on some money coming through. Anything could happen, but I don't want you all to be shocked to disappointment and overthinking and start complaining and vibrating low and all of this other stuff. Because vibrating low for Virgo is being critical of everything. Well, this person said I was going to get some money, and I mean, they must not know what they're doing. Being judgmental of people, being fussy and overthinking, being slow to move, questioning every little thing, instead of really operating by faith. Like, I know that the money is coming. So, but what I'm seeing in this spread right here is that somebody is like really disappointed, and they're disappointed because the money isn't coming sooner. Don't talk yourself into another cycle. Please don't, right? That's where you want to take this right here and cut it out, right? So justice is in your favor, but you got to take this sword and cut out all the disbelief and all the low vibration talk. Yeah, the low vibration talk. One thing about these 5 planets being retrograde right now, and Pluto being one of them, where you're going to be decluttering, that's the death rebirth planet. By the way, this card is attached to Libra. This card is attached to Virgo and Gemini. That's Mercury. One thing about these 5 planets being retrograde, Uranus or Uranus being the most recent one being retrograde, that's the planet of intuition. Things could happen suddenly. Like suddenly you get a phone call back from your attorney saying, hey, we got something going for you. Suddenly you could get a phone call and says, hey, you've been waiting on some money. We got some feedback from the other person. Suddenly you can get a check in the mail. So if you're a person that's like expecting God to work by your timetable, like you're saying, well, I need this money for X, Y, and Z because I got something coming up and it sure would be nice if it came. I just don't believe it's coming. You could just talk yourself into repeating another cycle, right? That's what you don't want to do. You really constantly want to discipline yourself to always be in a posture of gratitude. I mean, always, no matter what the situation is, always being in a posture of gratitude. Here we have the Chariot card, which is attached to Cancer. So your divine feminine sign by default. Cancer is the divine feminine side by default. Some of you all have Cancer in your chart. Some of you all could have Libra in your chart. Some of you all could have Scorpio in your chart. Some of you all could have Gemini in your chart. But nevertheless, this is really balancing out your energies, right? You want to tap into that part of yourself, especially these two. This is the Mercury, where clear communication is coming through. And then this is about Libra. You want to balance out your own energy. For you, you want to give yourself a break. Remember, you all are receivers, right? So now you're going to tap into your divine masculine energy. You're going to give yourself some time. You're going to give yourself a break. You're going to give yourself something else to do. When I use give, I'm talking about divine masculine side. Give yourself a break. Give yourself something to do in the meantime while you're waiting. But while you're waiting, you want to give. You want to give God, your ancestors in the universe, thanks. You want to give thanks. Yeah. You want to laser in on your focus, like really become laser focused, because it's coming, and come out of this position right here of hopelessness. This person right here is a feeling of hopelessness. Stand up. This should be behind you. Stand up and see what's in front of you. Expansion. Yes. I'm trying to help somebody to get to this next level and not have to repeat another cycle. I'm telling you, sometimes people repeat years and years and years of cycles because they're expecting God to work on their timetable. So let's say, for instance, because I don't know anybody who couldn't use extra money, right, for something, right? Whether it's, I could use some extra money. I want to build an addition to my house. I can pay off all my bills. I can do this. I can do that. I can X, Y, and Z. But when you start putting God on your timetable as if God works for you, good luck for that. Good luck with that, right? But other things are being shifted around in the universe to work out in your favor. That's why you're going to have to ascend higher to see it. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Take your power back. Virgos, take your power back. Yes, take your power back. The way you take your power back is to really genuinely give yourself grace, be in a posture of gratitude constantly. Thanking God for this, thanking your ancestors for this, thanking your spirit guides for this. Yeah, just being grateful, right? While you're waiting, find something to do that's going to keep a smile on your face, like cleaning your space, right? A lot of you all love to keep your space clean, right? You want to continue not only cleaning your physical space, but clean your spiritual space of all the doubt, all the disbelief, all the frustration, all the pain, all of the other stuff. That is what I have for you, Virgos. Again, if your birthday is today, happy birthday. But again, happy birthday to all of my Virgos. This has really been a fun giveaway this season. I got to go back and look at my information to see how many giveaways we did, because there was a lot of them. But again, congratulations to all of the winners. And I'll see you all next year. Bye.